Hello, this is Average Trader, and welcome to week 23 of our trade logging series. First, I hope you guys had a very safe and great Christmas. I always enjoy this time of the year. But other than that, this week we made 1.5R, right? So 1.5 times our risk. I feel like, as the year is winding down, we're playing it more and more safe, right? We're on track to do over 130 Rs this year, right? Think about that. 130 times whatever your risk would be, right? This year, when the market on average, right, returns 7 to 8% a year, So, we're doing very, very well this year. So far, thus far, knock on wood, right? But let's keep this ball rolling. Quick reminder, if you do want to see all of these trades live, head on over to our chat room. We're the only chat room on the market that promises profit every single month, right? If we don't make money in any given month, you don't pay us a dime, right? And it's all live, right? So if you wanted to see all these trades live and, maybe take them for yourselves or, put your own trade ideas in there, go on and check out our chat room. Link is in the description. Otherwise, let's get straight into the first trade of the week. And the first trade of the week was the Qs. We broke even on this, 272.65 by 272.15. Really, what can we say about this, right? We took a nice buy setup, popped, 1R, and came all the way right back down, which is such a shame. Markets were probably heading lower today because this is around 50% retracement. But, as I said, we played it fairly safe this week, and these topping tails were not a good sign for our long play. Next trade we took was Meta, and we actually stopped out of this thing, right? 117.50 by 117. And, this did pop over, the previous day's highs. And, that's where we really tried to get over this. But as soon as it popped over this topping tail, it completely got obliterated, right? Seller stepped up and drove this thing into the ground. Nothing really we could have done there. Next trade we took was Apple, 133.40 by 132.90. And really, really nice buy setup right here, right? It's a very, very sloppy buy setup though, right? If you take our course, this technically cannot be considered a buy setup, right? It can't even be considered a 3-bar play. But look at the daily, right? I added the daily in here for reference. Look how extended short side this is, right? Look how extended this is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days in a row, and most of them are really big red days, right? So we expected Apple to go higher today, right? Which is why we took a super aggressive trade and, gave us 2R very, very painlessly. Next trade we took was the Qs, right? 271.50 by 272, a short, okay? And, this went a decent bit lower, right? But then it hit previous resistance, which once it breaks turns into support, right? And as you can see, it starts bouncing at support. And like I said, this week we took it relatively safe. The second that it looked like it was going to bounce, we kind of just got out for 1R. I don't particularly remember whether this stock went, whether the Qs went lower this particular day or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went higher, right? Major support and 50% retracement off of this big move right here, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if it did go higher, but regardless, we got 1R out of it. And the last trade we took of the week was Nike, 115.72 by 115.22, and you got stopped for half of an R only, right? We were taking this off of a major breakout right here. You can see it's the pop, the compression, and the pop was horrible, right? As soon as we saw these long, big red engulfing bars, we knew this thing was done, right? So that's why we stopped. We raised our stop to half of an R, got stopped out for half of an R, and we left it at that. And so those are the trades we took this week, right? A pretty safe week, 1.5 times our risk. Really, you can't really blame us for having a safe week when everybody's looking forward to Christmas and nobody wants to end the week on a down note, right? But otherwise, if you do want to see all these trades live, right, head on over to averagetrader.live. All right, we do stream all of our trades live every single morning the market is open. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them in the comments below or join our Discord. I'm very, very active on there. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week for the continuation of our trade logging series. Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye bye.